डियर स्टूडेंट्स, कंपनी के फाइनल अकाउंट में हम फॉर्म ऑफ बैलेंस शीट देख रहे हैं जो शेड्यूल 3 में दिखाई गई है। सबसे पहले नेम ऑफ द कंपनी लिखा जाएगा, बैलेंस शीट A-Z लिखा जाएगा, रुपीज़ इन लैक्स करोड़ जो भी हमने राउंड ऑफ किया है उसमें, जिसको राउंड ऑफ किया है, जिस नियर्स ऑफ हंड्रेड्स में किया है या थाउजेंड में किया है, लाख्स में किया है, मिलियंस और डेसिमल्स जिसमें भी किया है वो यहाँ लिखा जाएगा। उसके बाद आप देख सकते हैं यहाँ पर 4 कॉलम कंपनी की बैलेंस शीट में, पर्टिकुलर्स, नोट नंबर, फिगर्स एट द करंट रिपोर्टिंग पीरियड एंड फिगर्स एट द एंड ऑफ प्रीवियस रिपोर्टिंग पीरियड। प्रीवियस रिपोर्टिंग पीरियड को भी यहाँ पर लिखा जाना है। अब आगे बढ़ते हैं इक्विटी एंड लाइबिलिटीज़ के अंदर। शेयर होल्डर्स फंड, इसमें सबसे पहले है शेयर कैपिटल, रिजर्व्स एंड सरप्लस, मनी रिसीव्ड अगेंस्ट शेयर वारंट। दूसरा है शेयर एप्लीकेशन, मनी पेंडिंग अलॉटमेंट। तीसरा है नॉन करंट लाइबिलिटीज़, जिसमें लिखा है लॉन्ग टर्म बोरोविंग्स, डेफर्ड टैक्स लाइबिलिटीज़, अदर लॉन्ग टर्म लाइबिलिटीज़, लॉन्ग टर्म प्रोविजंस। फिर चौथा है करंट लाइबिलिटीज़, जिसमें लिखा गया है शॉर्ट टर्म बोरोविंग्स, ट्रेड पेएबल्स, अदर करंट लाइबिलिटीज़, शॉर्ट टर्म प्रोविजंस। उसके बाद आते हैं हम नॉन करंट असेट्स के पार्ट में। जो असेट्स का पार्ट है कंपनी का, उसमें 2 पार्ट है, नॉन करंट असेट्स, करंट असेट्स। नॉन करंट असेट्स में फिक्स असेट्स, जिसके अंदर टेंजिबल असेट्स, इंटेंजिबल असेट्स, कैपिटल वर्क इन प्रोग्रेस, इंटेंजिबल असेट्स अंडर डेवलपमेंट। फिर बी नॉन करंट इन्वेस्टमेंट, सी डेफर्ड टैक्स असेट्स नेट, डी लॉन्ग टर्म लोन्स एंड एडवांसेस, ई अदर नॉन करंट असेट्स। करंट असेट्स में आएगा करंट इन्वेस्टमेंट्स, इन्वेंट्रीज, ट्रेड रिसीवेबल्स, cash and cash equivalent, short-term loans and advances, other current assets. General instructions for preparing the balance sheet of a company. An asset shall be classified as current when it satisfies any one of the following criteria. It is expected to be realized in or is intended for sale or consumption in the company normal operating cycle. It is held primarily for the purpose of being traded. It is expected to be realized within 12 months after the reporting period डेट। 12 महीने के अंदर ये रियलाइज हो जाएगी। इट इज़ कैश और कैश इक्विवेलेंट अनलेस इट इज़ रेस्ट्रिक्टेड फ्रॉम बीइंग एक्सचेंज और यूज टू सेटल अ लाइबिलिटी फॉर एटलीस्ट 12 मंथ्स आफ्टर द रिपोर्टिंग डेट। एन ऑपरेटिंग साइकिल इज द टाइम बिटवीन द एक्विजिशन ऑफ असेट्स फॉर प्रोसेसिंग एंड देयर रियलाइजेशन इन कैश और कैश इक्विवेलेंट्स where the normal operating cycle cannot be identified. It is assumed to have a duration of 12 months. A liability shall be classified as current when it satisfies any of the following criteria. It is expected to be settled in the company's normal operating cycle. It is held primarily for the purpose of being traded. It is due to be settled within 12 months after the reporting date, or the company does not have an unconditional right to defer settlement of the liability for at least 12 months after the reporting date. Terms of a liability that could, at the option of the counterparty, result in its settlement by the issue of equity instrument don't affect its classification. All other liabilities shall be classified as non-current. A receivable shall be classified as a trade receivable if it is in respect of the amount due on account of goods sold or services rendered in the normal course of business. A payable shall be classified as a trade payable if it is in respect of the amount due on account of goods purchased or service received in the normal course of business. A company shall disclose the following in the notes to accounts. Share capital. For each class of share capital, different classes of preference share to be treated separately. The number and the amount of share authorized, the number of shares issued, subscribed and fully paid, and subscribed but not fully paid, par value per share, a reconciliation of the number of share outstanding at the beginning and at the end of period, the right, preference and restriction attaching to that class, including restrictions on the distribution of dividends and the repayment of capital, shares in the company held by its holding company or its ultimate holding company or by its subsidiary or associates, shares in the company held by any shareholder holding more than 5% shares, share reserved for issue under options and contract commitment for the sale of shares, this investment including the terms and amounts, separate particulars for a period of 5 years following the year in which the share have been allotted, bought back in respect of aggregate number and class of shares allotted as fully paid up pursuant to contracts without payment being received in cash. Aggregate number and class of shares allotted as fully paid up by way of bonus shares. Specify the source from which bonus shares are issued. Aggregate number and class of shares bought back. Terms of any security issued along with the earliest date of conversion in descending order starting from the farthest such date. Reserves and surplus. Reserves and surplus shall be classified as capital reserve, capital redemption reserve, securities premium, debenture redemption reserve, revaluation reserve, share option outstanding amount, account. Other reserves specify the nature of each reserve and the amount in respect thereof. Surplus, i.e., balance in statement of profit or loss, disclosing allocation and appropriation, such as dividend paid, bonus shares, and transfer to from reserve, addition and deduction since last balance sheet to be shown under each of the specified heads. A reserve specifically presented by marked investment shall be termed as a fund. Debit balance of statement of profit and loss shall be shown as a negative figure under the head surplus. Similarly, the balance of reserve and surplus after adjusting negative balance of surplus, if any, shall be shown under the head reserve and surplus even if the resulting figure is in the negative. Long-term borrowing shall be classified as bond, debentures, term loan from bank, from other party, deferred payment liabilities, deposits, loans and advances from related parties, long-term maturities of finance, lease obligation, other loans and advances specified nature. Borrowing shall further be subclassified as secured and unsecured. Nature of security shall be specified separately in each case. Where loans have been guaranteed by director or others, the aggregate amount of such loans under each head shall be disclosed. Other long-term liabilities, trade payable, others, long-term provision for employee benefit, other specified nature, short-term borrowing, loan repayable on demand from bank, from other party, loan and advances from subsidiaries, holding company, associates, business ventures, deposits, other loans and advances. Borrowing shall further be subclassified as secured and unsecured. Name of security shall be specified separately in each case. Where loans have been guaranteed by director or others, a mention thereof shall be made and also be aggregate amount of loans under each head. Period and amount of default and repayment of dues, providing breakup of principal and interest shall be specified separately in each case. Other current liabilities, current maturities of long-term debt, current maturities of finance lease obligations, income received in advance, income accrued but not due on borrowings, interest accrued and due on borrowings, unpaid dividend, application money received for allotment of securities and due for refund and interest accrued thereon. Share application money includes advance towards allotment of share capital, the terms and conditions including the number of shares proposed to be issued, the amount of premium, if any, and the period before which shares shall be allotted shall be disclosed. Unpaid mature deposits and interest accrued thereon, unpaid mature debentures and interest there accrued thereon, other payable, short-term provision for employee benefit, other tangible assets, land, building, plant, equipment, furniture, vehicle, office equipment, others. Assets under lease shall be separately specified under each class of assets. A reconciliation of the gross and net carrying amount of each class of assets at the beginning and the end of reporting period, showing addition, disposal, acquisitions, and other movements, and the related depreciation and impairment losses reversal shall be discussed separately. Where sums have been written off on a reduction of capital or revaluation of assets, or where some have been added or revaluation of assets, every balance sheet subsequent to the date of such write-off or addition shall show the reduced or increased figures as applicable, and shall by way of note also show the amount of the reduction or increase as applicable together with the date therefore for the first 5 years subsequent to the date of such reduction or increase. Intangible assets classification shall be given as goodwill, brand, trademark, computer software, mastheads and publishing rights, mining rights, copyrights and patents, and other intellectual property rights, services and operating rights, recipes, formulas, models, design, prototypes, license, franchisee, others. A reconciliation of the gross and net carrying amounts of each class of assets at the beginning and the end of reporting period, showing addition, disposal, acquisition, and other movements, and the related amortization and impairment losses. Reversal shall be closed separately. Non-current investment property, in equity instrument, preference share, government, in unit, in mutual fund, in partnership firms, long-term loans and advances, capital advances, security deposits, loans and advances to related parties, other loans and advances, other non-current assets, unsecured, considered good, unsecured, secured, doubtful, current investment in equity instrument, in preference shares, in government or trust securities, units, debentures or bond, investment in mutual fund, investment partnership firm, other investment. The following shall also be disclosed: the basis of valuation of individual investment, aggregate amount of quoted investment, value thereof, aggregate amount of unquoted investment, aggregate amount of partly paid up investment, aggregate provision for diminution in value of investment, inventories, raw material, work in progress, finished goods, stock in trade, store and spares, loose tool, others. Goods in transit shall be disclosed under the relevant subheads of inventories. Mode of valuation should be trade receivable, cash and cash equivalent, short-term loans and advances, other current assets, contingency and commitments, etc. Thank you.